Ekenyagwechwechachwecheria. Ekenyagwechwechachwecheria. It is something which we can talk about as start, but the end is not death. There's something beyond that, which you cannot experience until you are there, and maybe you may never get there, depending on what religion you belong to. So it is that mystery that is so fantastic about this event. I carve and I sing. She came and found me singing. No, you are the one who came and found me singing, and I didn't realize I was singing. But she recorded it in her own style. And it is this. I'm living several worlds at the same time. And these several worlds are concrete. It's not imagination alone. It is everything put together.
I'm waiting for that time when the grief will come in the painting, and I can't know when, or maybe it won't, maybe it will. But I realized that there's this urge to paint huge paintings. I've never done a big painting before. I've only done a meter by a meter, but there's this urge of doing something that I've never done before. So it's like I'm trying to get away from what I used to do.
Hiyo ni story ya Musa aya Moses.
Now that one, I'm Moses, and then there's Nyawanda. Now the one who was talking was Nyawanda, not Moses.
The idea of death is a return to the spiritual realm and moving away from the physical realm, right? And I then began to think of the idea of gravity, and gravity is this force that pulls mass together, that allows two masses to get attracted to each other. But in my understanding, or how I was thinking about it, it's this thing that holds the physical form to the physical realm, and when it's non-existent, it's spirit or space. So I then began thinking about how these three mediums could be connected, and how they can tell the story of or how they can portray this idea of gravity. So currently I'm thinking of creating some work in stained glass, suspended fabric, and light.
Wow. You've just spoken Greek. Wow. I lost my mom also, and when you lose a parent at some of these ages, the shock is bigger than when you're younger, because I lost my dad when I was 13. I remember very kidogo. But when you live with a mother all those years, past 40, by the time you lose her, you've gone through quite a process with her. And I was with her up till the end. She had a terminal illness. So, from, I don't know if I was asking her the other day, is it because I'm an artist? Do I have a creative mind that my dreams are very interesting? Yeah, I have maybe the dreams you have about someone when they pass on, of course, they still remain in your psyche. So I was listening to you, and I was like, if I could only paint my dreams, I would rather even paint them than sing them. But I cannot paint to save my life. I think I can only draw a brush like this, if at all I was given a brush. So I would easily write about this. I would easily act it out. But I think I've been waiting. My mind has been waiting for this. That's why I asked you, when are we coming on? Because then otherwise, I would do the normal. For me, I wouldn't want to do the normal with this. I would want to push myself further and see, Edie, what can you do with this? But within my scope and my ability. But this already is taking me to another level. And as you're talking, I'm like, So I'm there. Yeah, but this togetherness might bring out something different, because I already had a dirge in mind, a song in mind, but I'm like, Edie, you can do more. To go to that side of me that is, maneno, that word. I would like to do that. Being this African Luo woman, traditional and modern, and in the art world, I think I can do more, and I'd want to do more. Maybe, if possible. That's where I am.
I've had the misfortune of losing so many people who are very close to me. I lost a daughter, I lost a son, I lost a wife, you know. Those are two, of course, now, forgetting about the parents and that category. And I've asked myself so many questions. I've talked to my relatives, my Uncle Nelson, you know Uncle Nelson. And then I asked my uncle a question. Uncle, you know, I buried my first wife in Kisi, near your home, at home. Now, if I bury this other one here, and if I die, because I know that will happen anyway, why will I be buried? Because there are traditions which are associated with this, very powerful. You cannot just ignore them. You have to follow. Then he said, why do you ask me such a bad question? I told him, but you are the one who gave me wrong advice then. He said, no. Then I cannot give you an answer. I'm going to call for a meeting. They had met and they discussed and agreed that we could do the final ceremony in Eldoret. And then he said very quickly, without, in fact, it's like I possibly never even thought, or he was so shocked about what I asked or what. He said, I have to call a meeting of those people who met to come and discuss about that question you have asked. I said, why? Is it so bad? He said, no, but it's difficult. How do I tell you what to do when you die? How can I tell Musa Moses? Come close and hear what I'm trying to say. And once I've finished with that, then when he goes away, will I again go back to that funny feeling, that pain? Yeah. Will I go back to that pain? Or will I have lived, will I have shared with Moses enough that he takes away part of my burden so that I can feel a little more free and then I get another Moses somewhere else and achukue mzigo mwingine? Punda amechoka ndugu yangu.
Nivo.
Punda amechoka. Na punda akichoka, the only thing they can do, ukicheza atakuchapa tek. Na sitaki mtu achape tek. I want us to find a way.
Yeah,